Hi, Wycliffe Barrett here. Good morning, Xplane Dedicated. Bit of a slow news week in the Xplane world. I'll see you after the trailer.
Dublin, November 180 Bravo Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014 Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, understanding for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo Bravo.
Correct, what's your requested routing?
Let's go amend direct.
Departure when ready, clear.
Well, thank you very much, Thomas, for the film. As always, I love it. It's a slow news week this week in the Xplane world. There's a few things I want to talk about, and first up, of course, is that Xplane, as I understand it, is going to become download only. Okay, so when all of the stock of the box version is gone, right? So let's just get this here. When all of the stock of the box version is gone, Xplane 10 will be download only. And my understanding is, I'm not quite sure when this is going to happen, but it is download now. You can buy it direct from Laminar, or you can buy it from Steam. So those are the download options at the moment. But when all stock of this runs out in the metal box, you won't be able to buy it anymore. So my advice, my personal advice, is get yourself a copy. You're probably able to pick it up really quite cheap. Places like Best Buy in the US and here in the UK, Game, and any kind of PC outlet, game outlet, you'll probably be able to pick this up really cheaply. But I would get it if you can. It comes in this wonderful aluminium box that is really hard to get open. I can't do it. Can't get it open. Let's just put it on the desk here and get a pen, prise it open. My goodness gracious, it's that long since I opened it. I can't get it open. But get yourself a copy of it. Keep it around, okay? Even if you can't get it open like me. So that's Xplane 10. I suppose the next big piece of news is, of course, Windows 10. Now, I'm not even sure whether I like the title. Why didn't they call it Windows Big or Windows Massive? No, they called it Windows 10. Boring. The other thing about Windows 10, right, okay, everybody is saying, yay, it's great. And then there's some people saying, no, boo, it's rubbish. I'm still waiting to see a kind of balanced review from a flight simmer. Okay, our friend Emma Bentley, she downloaded it yesterday. She was lucky enough to be able to start her download yesterday, and the upgrade went perfectly well, but the NVIDIA drivers wouldn't work, and so therefore, bang, it crashed. NVIDIA surprisingly got out new drivers very, very quickly, and put the drivers in, and everything worked fine. Now, Emma says it's really snappy, it starts up fast. Edge, the new internet browser, is really, really quick. She felt that Xplane 10 itself seems to be running a little bit better, a little bit smoother, more frames per second. But I haven't seen that, and that's what I want, because I always like evidence, so I want a really good balanced review from a flight simmer, and I want to see some film, and maybe even some comparison video between Xplane 10 and Windows 7. What happened last night was that as a result of the NVIDIA update, I actually updated my drivers on my Windows 7 machine. And I've got Windows 7 Ultimate, but still can't download Windows 10 yet. I've got Windows 7 Ultimate, and I must admit, after the update, I put on Xplane, and to me, and it might be the placebo effect, you never know, it certainly looked kind of sharper and more vivid in terms of colour, and certainly a lot smoother, and an increase in FPS. So it just might be that the NVIDIA drivers that were to fix for Windows 10 have done an awful lot of good in Windows 7. One review I read yesterday from a sysadmin that was on the A-Register website, he really wasn't that excited about Windows 10. And what he said basically was that if you've got Windows 7 and it works perfectly fine, why upgrade to Windows 10? He said there's some parts of it that are really good, and there are other parts that are basically not worth bothering about. And his bottom line was if you've got Windows 7, why upgrade? Which is not disconcerting, but for early adopters, they may be wondering, well, why have I done this? On this occasion, I'm not going to be an early adopter. I'm going to let the dust settle and see what happens within the next few weeks. I'm going away on vacation anyway for a few weeks, so I'm not really that bothered. Just completely different now. I just want to give a huge congratulations to Emma Bentley and Einstein for winning the #1 spot, best airport this month on Xplane.org. Up against some stiff competition in the scenery section, and they did incredibly well. And I mean, not only was it a win, it was a very convincing win by quite a margin. So kudos to Emma, kudos to Einstein, and of course Xplane Dedicated Design Group. And so well done, guys. I am really, really pleased and really proud of what you've achieved there. The Manchester scenery was reviewed by Frugal on his weekly news. So once again, Xplane Dedicated Design Group really putting themselves out there. And as a side note to that, what we have decided to do, Xplane Dedicated Design Group, is that we're going to revisit all of the airports that we've created between ourselves or together in the UK and bring them up to a standard, up to a new standard. Okay, so all the UK airports that we have done over the past couple of years, we're going to revisit as the Xplane Dedicated Design Group and bring them up to a standard, and then we're going to concentrate on UK airports only. And that doesn't mean to say we're going to do every airport in the UK, but we're going to do a huge chunk of airports in the United Kingdom. And then once we've done that, maybe we'll consider doing other airports in large airports in other places. Who knows? So that's what's happening. But the main thing about that is big up to Emma and Einstein. Just before I finish off, just two more items. The Challenger 300, and there's a graphic here of the Challenger 300 on Xplane.org. It's been updated, but it's been updated with something that is quite revolutionary in Xplane. Okay, and that is spherical reflections. Now, that doesn't mean anything to a lot of people when you say spherical reflections, but what it actually means is that on those aircraft where there are chrome, chromium cowlings or whatever, you will actually see reflections in the chrome. And this hasn't been achieved. In fact, it's been very, very difficult to get reflections on chrome in Xplane. The developer of the Challenger 300, he's managed to do this, some very, very clever coding, and he's updated the Challenger 300. Now, if you've already got the aircraft, just go to your account and download it again, and you'll get this new update. For new purchase, of course, then you get it when you purchase it. It's a really nice little aircraft. It's a business jet, and it really does move quite quickly. And there's been a number of other updates to it. HDR lighting has been updated. There's reflective mirrors in the lavatories. There's all sorts of stuff has been done. But the main feature is the spherical reflections, and it's a bit of a long phrase for basically reflective surfaces in chrome, okay, or chromium. Let's not chrome the browser, okay. Have a look at that. I'm going to put a link in that will take you to the YouTube video, and you have to watch it a couple of times to see what's going on, because it's just the plane flying along and the camera going around the plane, and you have to watch it a couple of times to actually see what's going on. But it's really, really special. Shoreham Airport. Einstein has done the terminal building and tower of Shoreham, which is it's a 1930s Art Deco style building, which looks absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to be using that. I'm going to create a Shoreham Airport. Whether it gets any downloads or not is another matter. But I'm going to have a go at Shoreham. I've been waiting for something like this. I attempted it myself in Blender, and if you've ever used Blender, then you'll know why I pulled my face. I'm going to have a go. Many thanks to Einstein for creating that. I'm sure other people will have a go as well. That's the whole idea of putting it out there. Xplane Dedicated, myself, that is, I'm going on vacation, which means that for at least 18 days, maybe a bit more, I won't be doing any vlogs. Yay! I won't be doing any streams. Yay! And basically, I'm going to be very, very quiet on Facebook. I am going to take my iPad with me to Florida, so I might do a couple of things. I'm meeting Frank Kane. Frank Kane is the guy who developed SkyMax Pro. He's the owner of Sundog. I'll be meeting Frank out there because we've been talking, and he lives not very far from where we're going to be staying in Kissimmee, near to Disney. And so I'm going to meet up with him one day. We're going to hook up, have a couple of beers, might do something on film, who knows. So you all have a great time over the next 2 weeks. Emma is going away as well, I'm afraid. She's going to Spain for family reasons that some of you will be aware of. So neither myself nor Emma are going to be about. But the admins for Xplane Dedicated, they're there. They're international admins. We have a few around the world. They'll be looking after things. They'll be checking new members and adding new members, etc., etc. And of course, you guys, you're the important ones. You'll be looking after each other, answering each other's questions, and learning about Xplane. So everybody, have a great few weeks, and I'll see you shortly. Take care. Cheerio.
Dublin, November 180, Bravo, Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo, Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, descend for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo, Bravo.
Correct, what's your requested routing?
Let's go amend direct.
521 ready,
Okay,
clear.
I finally got it open. After much struggling, I got it open. So there you are. You've got the discs, and you get a couple of guides as well. So in the nice aluminium box that takes ages to open. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hi, Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Wycliffe Barrett here, Xplane Dedicated, in the study. Hi, I'm going. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. I'm going on holiday. One, 2, 3. Hi, Wycliffe Barrett here. Xplane Dedicated. It's a wonderful day outside. Sun is shining. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blah blah blah.